Hello, thank you very much for joining us this morning, afternoon, and night, depending on where you are joining us from. Welcome to Sunrise on Radio Biafra 102.1 FM. My name is Sochima, Mbanali, and it is an absolute pleasure to be with you here every morning from 5 to 7 a.m. Biafra time. It is a pleasure to be with you. We worship on Radio Biafra because we seek to conscientize ourselves here. We seek to motivate ourselves here. This is where we worship. This is where we wake up to. So I thank you very much for joining us this morning. Today is the first day of April 2024. The first day of April 2024 in what people regard as April Fool. April Fool. Today is the day that people regard as April Fool, and the date is the 1st of April 2024. And the time now is 4 minutes past the hour of 5 in the holy and blessed land of Biafra. So I say thank you very much for joining us on this day, April Fool Day. It is a wonderful day. Forget the tag, forget what people are calling it. It is a wonderful day. It is a beautiful day. So I say good morning to you and welcome to Radio Biafra. Oh, sometimes there are music that I would like to play. And it takes me back to airing on Facebook and going live on Facebook. And I every time wonder the kind of music that you want to listen to every morning. But we have certain restrictions. I was informed some hours ago by someone who is at Aba. He said, Mazi, our radio here is not working. We all must understand something. This is a project that the zoo government is doing everything that it can in order to make sure that it doesn't go far. And these radio stations are being worked on one after the other. So if yours is not working right now, all you can do is send in the information to the right people. Those who are responsible for the fixing of such issues will make sure that they deal with such issues as soon as they can. And in whichever way that you can help, assuming you want to help and say, okay, what can I do in order to make sure that these radios in different places work, that they function, then you must contact the leadership and they will direct you on what to do, what is needed, because this is our own salvation that we are here for. This salvation is not for NnamdiKanu's family. It is not for Mbanali's family. It is not for Nworu's family. No, this salvation is our salvation, the salvation of the Biafran people. Therefore, it is always a very good development when you have something to offer and you bring it to the table. Today is Monday. Therefore, I welcome you once more and I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thank you very much for joining us here on Radio Biafra. And before we begin, I would like to call for the immediate release of NnamdiKanu. I would like to call for the immediate release of an innocent man who committed no crime. This man did not commit any crime known to law, but he is in the DSS dungeon. This man did not commit any crime. As a matter of fact, this man, a crime against humanity has been committed against this man. A crime against humanity, a heavy crime has been committed against this innocent man. And therefore, I am calling for his immediate and unconditional release. His immediate and unconditional release. And if you are anywhere in Biafra land and in some parts of the zoo, you can listen to Radio Biafra by simply going to 102.1 FM on your radio. 102.1 FM on your radio. We are also streaming live on satellite. We are streaming live on various apps such as Radio Biafra. We are streaming live on various apps such as IPOB Community. These apps that I have mentioned are very low data usage apps that you can download from your app store easily. Easy peasy. You just download them from your app store and you begin to listen to Radio Biafra from anywhere you are. And if you have an app called Simple Radio, just search for Radio Biafra and you will find Radio Biafra on Simple Radio. You can also visit our websites, that is radiobiafra.co and ipob.org. And if you want to make any contributions, go to ipob.org, financial contributions, ipob.org, to be able to contribute towards this movement. And you'll be able to also read the latest news. You'll be able to read the latest news on what is happening towards the struggle and about the Biafran Restoration Project. You must be able to see the news from our website. So I encourage you to join us greatly on our march to mental emancipation. I encourage you greatly to join us. If you have not found your feet, I encourage you, keep looking, you will find your feet. Keep looking, you will find your feet. I encourage you to join us because this is a march to mental emancipation. And it is a necessary step for you to join us in this march to mental emancipation. Do not forget to like and follow us on our various platforms, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. Do not forget to like and follow us. So, today, being the first day of April 2024, I once more call for the release of NnamdiKanu. I once more call for the release of Onyendu NnamdiKanu. I call for the Nigeria government to release this innocent man who committed no crime. Your own courts, the Nigerian courts, already discharged and acquitted this innocent man who the Nigeria government abducted from Kenya. So why are you keeping NnamdiKanu in the DSS dungeon? What the abduction and continued incarceration of NnamdiKanu is illegal, and it is a crime against humanity. Just like your own courts have ruled that this is a crime against humanity and it is illegal, why then have you not released this innocent man? This man that you tried to kill in 2017, Nigeria government tried to assassinate NnamdiKanu. He escaped. At least 28 people were slaughtered by the Nigeria army in his home that day. The Nigeria army slaughtered at least 28 people in his home on that very day that he managed to escape. What did these people commit? What crime did they commit? What crime did they commit? And in 2021, the 19th of June 2021, they committed an international offense, a crime, which the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention declared as a violation of International Human Rights Convention. They extraordinarily renditioned NnamdiKanu what is, in short, international kidnapping. How do you think this is a progressive government? How can you have an advanced or developed nation from Nigeria? How can you have that? How do you think that is possible? This is a government that prides itself as a democratic government. This is a country that prouds itself as a democratic country, but they do not practice anything called democracy. The only democracy that they enjoy is election. And in Nigeria, the election has been turned into selection process. A process where UK selects those who they want to be in charge of Nigeria. It has now been turned into a selection process in Nigeria. Everything good that comes into Nigeria becomes dented. Nigeria suffocates it. Nigeria suffocates anything good that you bring in. Nigeria will find a way to suffocate it. And if you do not understand why we are campaigning for our freedom, then that is. Then look at the abduction of NnamdiKanu by Nigeria government. Why? Simply because he gave them solution to the corruption. The corruption that is ravaging Nigeria, NnamdiKanu gave them a solution to it. The political instability that is ravaging Nigeria, NnamdiKanu gave them a solution to it. The economic mismanagement that is the bone of contention today, that is the reason why there is poverty, the reason why there is starvation, is because of economic mismanagement, because Nigeria has more than enough. More than enough. Nigeria has more than enough. But because of economic mismanagement, Nigeria is floundering. Nigeria is nowhere to be seen when Committee of Nations, when Committee of Nations speak, Nigeria is nowhere to be found. Because Nigeria doesn't have what it takes. Nigeria is corruption-ridden. Nigeria is politically unstable. Nigeria is suffering from economic mismanagement. Nigeria is suffering from ethnic tension. Ethnic tension is a product of the Nigerian system. These are people who were living together as neighbors, and they were forcefully brought together into a giant zoo called Nigeria. And today they have turned at each other's throat. And today they are no more the friends that we knew. Nigeria uses every opportunity it can in order to subjugate the people and put them at war at each other. And NnamdiKanu, despite all these things I've mentioned, corruption, political instability, economic mismanagement, ethnic tension, NnamdiKanu hammered strongly on the human rights abuses of the Nigeria government. The Nigeria government is very notorious for its human rights abuses. This is a government that paid for international kidnapping, that actually went and kidnapped NnamdiKanu, a British citizen. And according to the information from the court, every time NnamdiKanu comes to court, they spend 500 million naira. That is what the Nigeria government spend. They say they spend that much in order to just... They are not changing his clothes. They don't change his clothes. They are not giving him Gucci to wear on the feet. They are not. They are not taking him to Paris to have a bottle of champagne. So where's the 500 million going into? They tell you it's logistics. What's logistics? This is an innocent man who doesn't condone violence. This is an innocent man who, even in the midst of your prison, has called on stability, has called on the East, on Biafra land, to be stable and to be peaceful. Basically, while in the DSS dungeon, he's calling on Biafrans to resist the Nigeria army. Because the Nigeria army is, their main job is to cause destabilization. The destabilization that you are seeing in Nigeria is a Nigerian project. No external person brought in this destabilization that you are seeing in Nigeria. It is a Nigerian project. The Nigeria yourself you find is just a colonial construct. It's a product of colonialism. You cannot talk about colonialism, ending colonialism, imperialism, racism, and you want Nigeria to continue to exist. This is what Nigeria government is forcing on Africans. This is what Nigeria government is implementing on in Africa. Nigeria government is implementing colonial rule. They are implementing colonial rule in Africa. They are ensuring that as an African, you remain in bondage. They are ensuring that as an African, you remain perpetually as a slave. But then, what is your own take on this? What is your own take on it? Do you want to remain a slave, or do you want to be free? Do you want to remain a slave, or do you want to be free? That's the question. And this takes me to the period in time that we have right now, the period in time which is about the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is a period for Christians to commemorate the death and the resurrection of Jesus according to the story, the information, according to the information that Christians have in this day and age. So they are using this time as a reminder of what their Lord went through. Now, it is a very good thing to always have something that reminds you of your, not only of your loss, but also of your gain. It is very, very important to have something that reminds you not only of your loss, but of your gain as well. This is one of the things that is fueling people on the ground, making sure that Biafra is restored. So I want Christians to understand that I'm talking about Christians in general, from wherever they have found themselves, Biafrans or not. I want them to understand that we understand the significance of what this time means to them. I understand what it means to them. I am only asking, do some of you also understand the significance of this period? Some of us who have lost, there is almost nobody in Biafra land who did not lose somebody during the genocide of 1966 to 1970. Almost nobody who did not lose a family member, who did not lose some loved ones. More than almost, if not more than half of Biafrans was wiped away during that genocidal war. if not more than half. It was wiped away. So we have a constant reminder in their death. And today we are seeing our people being abducted by the Nigeria Army, by the Nigeria DSS, by the Nigeria government. And some of them have disappeared. They have not been seen in a very long time. So we have a constant reminder of what we are going through, the hell that we are passing through. We have a constant reminder of it. And it is not as if the leadership have to do much in order to give you a reminder. If you are conscious of where you are coming from, then you will have a steady reminder at all times, every second. And it is this kind of understanding, this kind of position that you'll be in. And people will be asking, why are you doing something that doesn't give you money? And you look at them, you laugh, because they have no understanding of the value what you are doing is to you. You have no understanding of the importance of your freedom. Every single day you wake up in Nigeria, it is a reminder to you that you are in the bondage of Nigeria. Nothing much has to be done by the leadership to remind you, because you are conscious. You understand it. You understand where we are coming from. And you understand where we are today. And you understand where we are going to. And this is one of the things that are lacking in Nigerians. Nigerians have no sense of identity. When you have no sense of identity, it means you don't know where you're coming from. You have no idea where you're coming from. When you lack a sense of identity, that means you don't know. You don't know where you're coming from. Few days ago, I spoke about this. I spoke about identity, but in this way that should have been comely. I'm not so funny, so I hope I did the job. But I said that you know a man that died over 2,000 years ago, but do you know your grandfather, the name of your grandfather? Do you know the name of your grandfather? But you know the name of somebody who died 2,000 years ago. And just as I yesterday was reminded, this man, when you read the Bible, you find out that you call him by his first name, but he has a last name. These people, they always tell you son of this, son of. And one thing we have forgotten is we think surname is totally different from son of. Surname simply means son of. This is your history. This is your identity. This is where you are coming from. Do you know the name of your grandparents? But you know somebody, you claim you know somebody who died 2,000 years ago. So we know what you are talking about. We understand the process. We understand the death. We understand the resurrection. They said Biafra died. What? Who said that? Peter Obi said Biafra died. He saw the death, but he didn't see the resurrection. He saw death. He didn't see resurrection. Some people saw that and saw resurrection. Some people never saw that. They just saw the life. They just saw the life because they see the bigger picture. You know, in music, when you are editing something, for instance, sound, and you zoom it so much that you are into it, you are seeing every key, you are seeing every note, the way it goes up and down. it becomes different from when you do not zoom in, when you are seeing it from afar. It becomes entirely different. Entirely different. So this person who saw the life, who never saw the death and restoration and resurrection, that saw just the life, is somebody who is seeing the long picture, not somebody who zoomed in properly. Somebody who probably properly is I'm not saying the view is one is more important than the other. No. What I'm saying is they are seeing it from different positions. But what is significant is the life of Biafra. It is something that cannot be quenched. It is a life. You see, when you read your Bible and they talk of drink the living water that will give you life, eternal life, everlasting life. Here on Radio Biafra is where you receive that free water that will give you eternal life. What is that free water? You are able to identify with yourself. You are able to research by yourself. You are able to go back in time to find things for yourself so that you live an eternal life. Now, why would somebody say to you on earth that you live an eternal life when you can? He himself died. He never lived here on earth for long, for eternally. He never lived. Why would he say to you, drink of this water and you live an eternal life? This is a man that drank from that water before you cannot give what you do not have. He drank from it. He knew this is what this does. He knew. And why did he know? Because he started drinking it from an early age, a very early stage. Now, I have made mention of this before, but I want to quickly find where it is in the Bible, where he said to his parents, do you not know where I am supposed to be? That I'm supposed to be here in the place of study. Temple was a place of research, a place of study where the books were kept. Research. People were busy finding who they are. Not the story of Jesus of Nazareth, but Jesus, son of Joseph. Son of who? Son of that, son of that. This is who they are, their identity. Before you now talk of a Nazareth, before you now talk of a Nazareth, he has to be identified as son of Joseph. So he knew. He drank from that water of life when he was there, and they were asking, why are you, or where are you? We were so worried about you and all of that. And he said, but you knew that I'm in a place of knowledge. I'm in a place to study. I know I am searching for who I am. I am searching for my identity in this life. And because he found his identity, he studied. Because he studied, today people from different places are calling on his name as their savior. People whose great ancestors were didn't even know this man are trying to link into the name. They are trying to connect into the name as people who were saved by that name. In as much as when you rationally analyze it, it doesn't make sense, but it makes them happy. Therefore, the water of life that this man drank for over 2,000 years is still working. And this is the same water that this Radio Biafra is giving to you. The same water, the water of life. The water that opens you up to who you are and who you are supposed to be. The water that opens you up to who you are. Nigeria has mentally eroded our ways of reasoning to the point where when you bring up a conversation that leads to reason, somebody gets angry. The person you are speaking to gets angry. The person gets angry. Why are you questioning me? It becomes offensive to them that you are saying to them, listen. For instance, you make this a public debate. When we talk about religion, it is because you made it a public debate, not me. The moment you go out there, you are advertising your church, you have made it a public debate. It's like, what is this man's name? That is that put this young girl in jail for what? Because she had an opinion. And some people say, oh no, maybe this will teach her a lesson because he's an Igbo man, it's an Igbo business, it's this business, therefore we must defend him, we will destroy our few. What's destroying our few? If that man is a man, he must understand that he started the conversation. You are promoting your brand. You are selling something to people, and somebody made, even if the person was paid to make that comment, you go to the law, you prove it that no, this comment is simply derogatory on the company and was paid for. You go and prove your point there. You don't take a case from Lagos to Abuja because you can. We know the impact of that. We know where we're coming from. We understand anybody who takes a case from one jurisdiction to another. We understand Nigeria justice. We know what is happening. And he did that. And he's persecuting the girl because he has the bigger power. Assuming, let's say, that the girl was paid. Whoever paid her has left her. And she's there suffering. This is also a lesson to our people who, I'm not saying the girl got paid, but I'm saying it's also an opportunity for a lesson. Everything money we jump into. It is a lesson for us. Now, going back to my point, this girl has the right to state her opinion. Despite anything, she has the right to state her opinion. You made the conversation public when you started your product, when you gave people the opportunity to be customers, you gave them the right to express themselves. Whether right or wrong, you gave them that opportunity. I have a problem with some people, celebrities. Sometimes they say, because, for instance, myself, I'm not a celebrity. Don't even want anybody to know me. But you are out there in one way or the other, and you think you have not given the people the right to have a conversation with you. You started that conversation. The moment I mount here on this radio, I started a conversation. I have given you the right to be part of this conversation. Even if I do not open up the line, you have the right to go on Facebook and say, this guy spoke this on the radio, and this is my opinion. Even without being here. It is the right, the same right that the churches have given us to criticize them. It is the same right that they have given to us to criticize them. And when we do that constructively, we must understand that it is from a place of love. You can practice whatever you want to practice. That is a statement of somebody who doesn't love you deep enough. When somebody loves you deep enough, the person will not leave it at that statement. The person will also include that you must respect every other person. That means when you criticize, you must be what's that word? What's that English word? Constructive in the criticism. Constructive in the criticism. And that is why we have a say about it. So all I'm going to say in that direction is that whatever you are getting from this period, let it be a period that will not only make you cry, make you think, oh, this miracle that you cannot explain happened. Let it also be a time for reflections. Let it also be a time to remind you that Biafrans were planted as seeds. Biafrans were killed in mass. We died and we resurrected. We resurrected. We are alive today and the world is talking about us. We are alive today and the world is speaking about us. And that is thanks to IPOB and those who came before IPOB. Every single Biafran who is conscious of their identity, thanks to you. Thanks to you. So we are in a period where we have advanced way more than the zoo. Advanced way more than the zoo in the way we reason, in the way we behave. Today we are being asked to invest in agriculture. Today we are being asked to invest in agriculture. And you have a country called Nigeria that is only determined to put you down. The only concern of Nigeria is to put you down. Only to put you down. Only to mess you up. Whether you are Yoruba, you are Hausa, you whatever you are in Nigeria, they do not care. They only use you for that opportunity. Only to use you for that opportunity and mess you up. In this time of agricultural revolution, we must bear in mind that the Nigeria government just some months ago, withdrew the food that was imported and it was stopped in Niger State. They stopped it at Niger State so that it doesn't get to you, so that you will suffer, so that you will starve. They closed your borders so that you do not import rice that will make the price of rice cheaper. They did not provide any alternative. They did not provide mechanized farming for you. They did not do nothing. They did not even provide silos for you to store your rice. They did not provide nothing, a storage facility for you, nothing. They just closed the border because they don't want you to survive. This is the kind of mentality that Nigeria has towards Nigerians. And then what happened to the price of rice? It skyrocketed. It went so high. Today, as I'm speaking, people are almost unable to afford rice, a bag of rice. I played a clip here where some Yoruba women were crying, saying that they will go protesting naked because they've had it. And they went protesting naked several times because they've had it. Because they have had it. You have politicians who cannot provide ordinary seed to you to plant in your farms. And they say we are the people, we are part of the people, we are representing the people. But it is farming period, they can't even give you a seed. Oh, tractor, do you know countries that we want to be like this country, we want to be like that country? Oh, ona atoha. Anekwi ona atoha. But they can't even give you tractor. For a politician to give you tractor, you know what that means. These are people that are not interested in your development. Ordinary seed in Kete, how many of them are sharing it? How many of them are sharing seedlings to our people to say, okay, this community, let us see what we can do for them. Oh, no. No, 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 no. They are not interested. All they care about is to pad the budget. To pad your budget so that they can make money. Not for you. Not for you, but for them to make money. For them to make money. That is why. They don't care about you. If they care about you this period, they would be using it to say, what can I do for my people? What can we do for my people? They will do whatever they can to ensure that even as the border is closed, you can eat, you can feed yourself. If you can't feed yourself, then what need do you have for Nigeria? Let me ask you again. If you cannot feed yourself, what need do you have for Nigeria? Nigeria cannot protect you. Nigeria cannot protect you. Nigeria cannot feed you. What need do you have for Nigeria? What is the need? Even this time that is the planting season, they won't give you the seedlings. They won't give you the tools. They won't give you tractors. They won't give you hoes. They won't give you... Even countries make sure that they provide fertilizers. Fertilizer is one of the products of petrol that you can produce with the oil that you have in Nigeria. Sorry, the oil I meant to say. Fertilizer. But Nigeria still imports fertilizers. They still import fertilizers. They don't want to eliminate the hunger. In rural communities that are supposed to be those benefiting from this process, rather than to help them, they send terrorists, Fulani terrorists. They send Fulani terrorists to go and make sure that our people do not plant. To make sure that our people do not plant. What are your politicians doing for you? Oh no, it is happening in Ehamofu. It's not happening here. No, their own politicians are bad. What has your own politician done for you? What has your own politician done for you? Look at Enugu State that has put Ehamofu, Enugu State governor that has put Ehamofu in a limbo. There is massive destruction happening in Enugu State because you have an imbecile for a governor. Why do I call him imbecile? You have somebody who is not putting the interest of the people first, yet he says he's a governor. Yes, he says he's there to represent the people. Then what are you doing, really? Because you are not making sense. Governor Peter Mba is not making sense. All the policies that this man has been trying to do, he's trying to turn Enugu State into another Olo. I'm not saying into an Imo State, into another Olo. Do you know what is happening in Olo? Do you know how bad Hope Uzodinma turned Olo into? How the hopelessness in the seat of power turned Olo into. And this is where he's from. If I say na onye na-amaghị otu esi akpụ ogele, ya ga-lee egbe anya n'ọdụ. Ụzụ na-amaghị otu esi akpụ ogele, ya ga-lee egbe anya n'ọdụ. Look at Olo, the devastation that Hope Uzodinma has caused in Olo. This is what Peter Mba has come to do. It seems like in every tenor they find an idiot that they will use to destabilize our land in one place or the other. Enugu states that Enugu has been ravaged by insecurity, which the governor enforced, brought into the state, taking people's land forcefully away from them, giving it to terrorists. instead of him to face. Have you heard him facing terrorists or doing whatever to face terrorists? No. A reasonable person who is not an imbecile, a reasonable person who is not mentally demented would have said, how do I secure my people? As a governor, somebody who is in charge of the security of the state. But what has he done? Let's look at this news. He's not interested in securing a Hamofu. He's not interested in securing Enugu State. He's not. He's not interested in the people that are dying on a daily basis. Oh no, it says here from National Ambassador, it says government relaunches manhunt on 8 IPOB members. What did IPOB members do to you, Pitamba? What? Because Pitamba found resources in the land of Enugu State, and now he wants to kill the people in order to have the resources for Zamfara State. It's not even as if he is going to get the resources for himself. No. He's getting it for Zamfara State, for his slave masters, the Fulani terrorists. These are the people, all these things he's doing gra for them. For them, not even for his own people. For them. For them. Now you understand why I call him an imbecile. It says here, Enugu State government said it has relaunched a manhunt on 8 leaders of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB over alleged involvement in illegal protests, kidnapping and other forms of civil unrest in the state and other southeastern parts of Nigeria. Is this fool blind to all of the evidences that Hope Uzodinma, the man who even created the insecurity, is he not aware of the statement made by Hope Uzodinma that the terrorism in the state is a political one, the one that is sponsored by his fellow politicians, APC, PDP, Labour Party, the rest of them? Did he not hear that? Did he not hear that? A very peaceful organization like IPOB is what the Nigeria government using minions like the Enugu State governor to target. Look at an innocent man like NnamdiKanu that the court already discharged and acquitted, and Nigeria government held on to him, refused to release him. The same part is the part that Pitamba is heading to. The same part. Now, this Pitamba, has Enugu court, any court in Enugu ever sentenced an IPOB member? The answer is no. The answer is no. But you have organized manhunt for IPOB members. It says here the governor Pitamba disclosed this during the inauguration of a well-equipped neighborhood watch security outfit aimed to clamp down on the activities of IPOB and strengthen the security architecture of the state. Why are you against IPOB? And do not forget, let me remind you people, do not forget, this is not the first time that Pitamba is towing this line. Do not forget. I just want to remind you. Do not forget that this is not the first time. He, as soon as he got into power, in fact, that was when he launched the balloon. When Maazichinna Sanwo-Olu was speaking about Israel and their relationship with Nigeria, have you people forgotten the information of the balloon that they mounted at Enugu, in Enugu State? It was a collaborative effort of the Nigeria government, Israeli government, and Enugu State government. This was Pitamba. As soon as Pitamba came into power, he now gave a part of our land to the terrorist to occupy. The terrorist that goes with the name, the British whatever commission. Because these are the people holding us in slavery. These are the people who are terrorizing our land, who are making sure that the army comes into our land to kill us. and he gave a part of our land to them. And now he has come again to hunt for people who have said, we want the well-being of our people. Those who have said they want the well-being of their people, he has come to kill them. This is the state of affairs you have in Nigeria. You know, when some people get so angry and say every politician's head must be chopped off, it is because of such things. Now, how many politicians speak for these people? How many politicians rise up? And someone will, the time somebody now speaks about it, that is when somebody will jump up and say, this, start talking. But you see these things happening. You see the people that you have put Biafrans in their hands to lead us. You see what they are doing to your people, and you are quiet. You are quiet. And when all of you are categorized as the same, you start up telling us that no, it is not like that. How is it not like? How is it any different? If tomorrow something happens to this man, now they start saying, this. Talking about how politicians are dying, whereas they are the ones killing themselves. Rochas Okorocha said the same thing. He said, he made it clear. He made it clear that it was Hope Uzodinma that was causing insecurity. That it was Hope Uzodinma that was causing insecurity. Your brother is in DSS dungeon having health complications. Peter Mba, your brother is in DSS dungeon trying to save your life. And you are there being a fool. You are there being a fool while your brother is suffering for you. And you understand why sometimes we get offended, we get angry. When you look closely, you find out that this fool was also invited to a church to go and talk nonsense. When you look at it, go and look at it, you find out that this Easter he was most probably in one church talking rubbish. This is somebody who is not interested in the lives of the people that he's in charge of. The people that has been put he's not interested in. Now, it says here, Mba mentioned the names of the wanted persons to include. I'm just going to mention them. Mba has not mentioned the Biafrans who have been abducted from Enugu State and are languishing in various detention facilities, even those who have been disappeared by the Nigeria Army, by the DSS, by the police. He's not interested in the crime that is happening different parts of Enugu. He's not. He's not. He's not. He's not. He's more interested in what the land has to offer. He's more interested in the resources in those lands. The resources in Ehamofu, the resources at all of these lands. That is what he is more interested in. That is what he's more interested in. He's not interested in the people. And these are the people that are in charge of the lives of Nigerians. These are the type of people that NnamdiKanu gave the solution to the Nigerian problems to. And what did they do? They abducted him. Because just like Peter Mba, Nigeria government is not interested in any meaningful solution to the Nigerian crisis because it created it to begin with. Nigeria does not want a solution to the criminality that is happening. Of course, criminality happens all over the world. You find criminals in different places, just like in Nigeria. But the case with Nigeria is that the Nigeria government funds criminality, thereby giving it wings. They fund criminality in Nigeria. The Nigeria government funds criminality. I have played the clip here severally where the evidence has been given that Nigeria government is the direct sponsor of terrorism in Nigeria. That is why they kidnapped a man who said, listen, I have a solution to your corruption. I have a solution to your insecurities, the insecurity all over the country. I have a solution to the ethnic rivalries. I have a solution to the mismanagement of economy. I have a solution. And they said, this problem we created, this is the thinking of the Nigerian politicians. They created the problem to benefit themselves. Therefore, they do not want the solution. This is what Peter Mba is doing. He's saying exactly the same thing. Saying, your mate, Peter Mba, your mate at Abia State is now generating power. 24 hours power supply to some villages. What are you doing about it? Have your states not been given the right to generate electricity by the law? Have they not been given the right, empowered by the law to generate electricity? Have they not been? But you are more interested in hosting balloons. And you remember that they said they were going to put more. Who knows if they've put more? We don't know. You put up that balloon for surveillance. You said the balloon was to survey and ensure that there is security. Oh, that balloon did not work for you anymore. The balloon that even America was complaining that it is a surveillance equipment. But you did not use it fully, or what? What is happening? It did not give you exactly where the terrorists are coming from, the Fulani terrorists are coming from. No, because you did not put that security issue in place in order to watch the terrorists. No, you are putting it in place to aid terrorists. That is why they can come and attack people at a Hamofo and you cannot see them, even though you hoisted a balloon in the air. A balloon with camera that you can see what is happening in real time, you still close your eyes to it. Why? Why? When we talk about terrorism, do not think you'll be counted out because you are implementing the tactics on how to further destroy our land. You are there watching terrorism, the rampage of terrorists. And what are you doing? What is Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State doing? He's encouraging it. He's encouraging it. You can't even provide electricity for your people. You can't even provide electricity for your people. You put one security instrument in place after another. For what purpose? So that you can harm your people. So that you can harm your people. This is the same thing that the Nigeria military is there for. Nigeria government put the military in place. Why? So that they can harm people. So that they can harm Nigerians. Nigeria government puts the DSS in place. Why? So that they can harm Nigerians. This is why we are saying that Nigeria is not tenable. Look at electricity that has been given to you people to generate in a place where there is gas. Enugu State. I was watching a video some time ago where somebody was making a recording of gas just coming out of earth, catching fire. Just earth catching fire because of gas. There is so much surplus gas in our land, but Peter Mbano, he's busy chasing shadows because he's not interested in the development of the people. Few days ago, people protested at Ikwere community demanding power supply, demanding that the airports they are hosting there will be able to employ them, will be able to take care of them. The airports does not even meet up to its social responsibility to the community. It doesn't even meet up to its social responsibilities to the community. And this is a government airport. This is a government airport. It says that the Omagwa and Ipo communities in Ikwere local government area of Rivers State had yesterday, that was on the 27th of March, protested against lack of power supply in their communities. And this is a community with, these are communities with airports. And they are saying that the airports, they have electricity, constant supply, uninterrupted. But the communities who gave their lands for this project are suffering. And this is why I like what Ehamofo people and those around that environment are doing. Saying enough is enough. We are not giving our land for such terrorism to be carried out. These people gave for a development airport, as wonderful as that is, but they are complaining. Now listen, it says the two amongst the 12 communities in Ikwere were said to have gathered around 7 a.m. on Wednesday, blocked the major road leading to the Port Harcourt International Airport, and had protested that for over 10 years now there have been lack of power supply to their communities. While there have been constant power supply at the Port Harcourt International Airport, which President Muhammadu Buhari commissioned in 2018, located in the Omagwa community, a suburb of Port Harcourt, Rivers State. So, for over 10 years, they've not had power. Whereas the community, the land they gave for the building of the airport has uninterrupted power supply. But they don't. This is the situation that Nigeria is in. And this is why we come here every day to talk about the zoo. The zoo is a joke. Nigeria government is a joke. It has turned Nigeria into a joke. Now, Nigeria went to Kenya, abducted NnamdiKanu, and has been subjecting him to torture. They've been subjecting him to not just physical torture, but mental torture. Now, you heard Onyendu NnamdiKanu say in court that they are trying to kill him slowly. This is a direct accusation. An accusation that was made against the state. I hope that those who are jumping up and down about going to court, I hope that they can take that individual matter to court. Whether international court or whatever. Keep themselves busy, since that is what some people want. But the case of NnamdiKanu is a case that Nigeria court cannot solve. The freedom of NnamdiKanu is one that the Nigerian court has shown that it has no power to give. Nigeria court has shown that it is not a responsible court. The responsible court that gave the ruling, what did Nigeria government do? They ignore them. So which means they are not responsible. They have no power, basically. No power to effect change. Nigerian courts are now powerless. They cannot effect change. Those amongst them who want to effect change, who want justice to prevail, cannot even do it. They compromised Binta Nyako justice. Binta Nyako, as compromised as she is, she has given at least 21 instructions, 21 rulings to the DSS, and they have flaunted them. All of them. They have flaunted all of them. And Binta Nyako is still there sitting comfortably on her seat. Is she not even ashamed? You gave order 21 times to the DSS, and they've ignored all of it, and you are not ashamed. You still come up and sit there without any shame. When you see the DSS officers in your court, you don't even feel like throwing up. You don't see that they have defecated in your court. They have messed up your court. You don't see that because you are part of the process. You are part of the injustice. Look here. This is from the Sun newspaper. It says, Biafra, NnamdiKanu going through mental torture in DSS facility. His lawyer cries out. NnamdiKanu going through torture in a DSS facility. His lawyer cries out. Okay, I have a caller on the line. Like I said, I will be opening the lines early enough. Today, I totally forgot that. But I will be opening up the lines from 5:30 while we having a conversation. So I have a caller on the line. Caller, thank you very much for calling in again. You called in yesterday, I think early by this time. I appreciate your call. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion.
Yes. No, Sochima, Mbanali. My name is Chuku. I'm calling you from here in the land of Italy. Mazi, I appreciate your good work. You are a good servant to Biafra. Mazi, it's not easy to waking up early in the morning to educate our people. I appreciate it. I appreciate you so much. And I want to use this opportunity to thank our leader, NnamdiKanu, who made us to know that yes, Nigeria is not for us. Because before, when I was in Africa, I was thinking that yes, Nigeria is made for us. But immediately I heard our leader's voice. It made me to realize that yes, these people, they hate us. Nigeria hate us, and the hatred of Nigeria towards Biafran that keep Nigeria in the mess where they are today. But in everything, Mazi, I thank God for Nigeria government to make we Biafra or even to run out of our land for us to come and learn and to educate. Education is not only by going to school, but they say, in our place they say travel is part of education. If Nigeria citizens, they have not tried to learn something from us, an organization like IPUB have tried a lot to make Nigeria citizens to know that what they are seeing as a country is a death trap, but they don't want to learn. Even Mazi, for this radio, our own people in that zoo in Biafra land, they refuse to be listening to this radio because this radio is what make me if I Chuku today, I can stand and challenge anybody in any aspect in Nigeria. That yes, I can even sometimes I'll use to ask some people questions when I'm the one that educated them that yes, some all this one Nigerian is. I'll ask them, what have you benefited in this Nigeria that you are everybody? Nigeria is supposed to be a great country, but what make that place is not to be a great country? But you say Nigeria is supposed to be a great. I must hammer it on this because Mazi, instead of our people to listen to this radio here is the best university so far. Or for the whole Africa, this is what other neighboring countries listen today that make them to chase France everywhere, try to hold power because Africa have suffered a lot in the hands of West, in the hands of evil colonials. This is present they are imposing on us, but our own people did not want to listen to this radio. Every demand, only thing you hear them is to have to listen to latest music that is not contributing anything to their life. Like in this radio here is where even every radio presenter that will always hammer on it, go to farm, let our people go to farm because man, our people are too lazy now. Man, the other day I was just here, I was just like trying to remember how we used to farm in those days. When you meant to dig a ground, carry a stick of cassava, shoot it on the ground before some months. You go back there, then you see some plot of food, even yam. cocoyam, everything. But now, none of our people want to do that again. Everybody's in the township. I want to make money. I want to make, but you are dying of hunger. You can't even take 3 square meals a day. But back then, in olden days, in my village, Mas, we are not feeling hungry. We have food to eat. So, but our people refuse to listen to this rural Biafra that try to teach them that go back to our roots, not go back to to kill chicken or kill all those things that some people used to do. I'm not against it. As I'm here, I'm not a Christianity. I deny my Christianity since I entered Europe, where I find out that yes, those things that we are doing in Africa there is just to it's contributing anything in our life. Mazi, even na chikubo. Ndị ba ha bilen no because ndị ba ha atọghị enu ihe. This radio bụ ebe ha kwesịrị ịnọ wee mụta ezigbote ihe ga-enyere ndụ ha aka. Ọ na-anọkịta na mpụta onweghị ọbụla ma nwoke amụkwa. It's very difficult for someone to come and deceive me now. Since I started listening to Radio Biafra, early in the morning at 4 o'clock, I wake up, I will put my radio, even when I'm working, even when I'm asking, sometimes you find out that yes, there's some maybe the weather will change, but I won't take my this thing winter this thing on my head. I will use it to cover my earpiece so that my working place will not see it, because this radio is teaching me a lot of things in my life. It makes me to know my left and right. But Mazi, I gonna akumba ha because you know me it and even Peter become let me not take you all the time. Let me not take you all the time for so that other people will contribute. Mazi, what Peter Mba is doing, I don't know why. Even if you go to Yoruba land, the Fulani or the British government, they are not controlling their own governor like our own people. I don't know what happened. How can somebody, you say that you want to take it? Do you know what is the government? You are here to your people, but you are not here to kill your people. But to our own side, they are always coming to kill us. To even they don't care about our people. How we live, how we survive. They don't care. What the idea is that I must do the job. Imagine an Igbo man who be a governor who try to kill his own people. Mazi, they are not our brothers. I don't know what those people where they come from. Because as I'm an Igbo, as I'm here now, I can't go to my village or even my own local government say I will kill my people so that I will be the chairman of local government. Those money, if I kill all of them, can I stay alone? I can't live alone.
Yeah.
Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let our people wake up. And they will need to use some of this our governor as an example. So that other people will learn. Because if you continue to be crying, the cry cannot solve the problem for us. Yeah. We need to do something. To set one person as an example, then other people they are going there that will these people they have wake up. Because if it is in the northern part of Nigeria, this rubbish they are doing, they can't continue doing it. Those are Lamajeri. They are ready to die. But our own people, look at what our governor is doing also. Now, wow, then that maybe the governor have sent the zoo soldiers, the terrorists on uniform to kill about 5 people. Then others will protest. Yeah, and see what they are doing. Next time, the governor will don't know that these people they can't react. He continue to kill. But if anybody those as this useless man Peter Mba. It's in the government state. It's in the government house there. Or where he's living. Don't our people know where they are living? Even to burn down that place.
Thank you very much, Mazi.
Mazi, thank you so much for your good work.
Thank you.
Thank you from here. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining us. If you are still listening, this is Radio Biafra, coming to you live from Radio Biafra London. And my name is Mazi Sochima Mbanali. And this is our usual morning program called Sunrise. Our usual morning program starts by 5 a.m. and ends at 7 a.m. And now you understand that the line is open. You can call in and be part of this conversation. I have mentioned a lot of situations, a lot of topics. especially the criminality that the Nigerian government is sponsoring in our land. You know, criminality is something that when you make the people poor, you can easily ensure that all of them dive into criminality. And this is the path that the Nigerian government has been treading on. They pauperized the people, they made sure that the people are poor so that they can then do whatever they want to with the people. And that we are saying is a no-no. We are saying this is not how people are supposed to live. We are saying human beings are not supposed to live in such a condition. And we are saying enough is enough with Nigeria. Enough is enough with Nigeria. We want our freedom. Nothing is more important than freedom. Therefore, we want our freedom. And the number to call is +27 78 064 5457. The number to call is +27 78 064 5457. And Nigeria Army has been busy going around bombing our people, and at the same time they are campaigning for people not to be part of their own freedom, because you know there is this flyer that has been going around where the Nigeria Army printed flyers asking people to ignore IPOB, and at the same time they are going around bombing houses. The same people asking you to not listen to what IPOB is saying, not listen to the fact that IPOB is telling you that Nigeria is not workable. Nigeria is killing Nigerians, and for Nigerians to survive, they need to take power into their hands, which is what democracy is about. Democracy is power to the people, by the people, for the people. So now IPOB is simply saying Nigeria should behave the way it says it is. You're a democratic country. Behave like a democratic country. Why do you behave like what's even a zoo is better than Nigeria. Even a zoo is better than Nigeria. Now, Nigeria Army that are supposed to have some sort of, I'm trying to find some sort of respect. Let me use the word respect. There is absolutely no respect with the Nigerian Army. None. No respect. There is no respect with the Nigerian Army. The Nigerian Army, they go around dancing in the marketplace. Marketplace, Nigerian Army, dancing. Dancing. People who are supposed to protect a country, they go to the market square and they are dancing, making jokes. They have turned into content creators, and today they go around sharing leaflets saying IPOB is not the way. IPOB is not the way. Stop the killings. And at the same time, the Nigerian Army goes with their helicopter bombing people. The same people they say that IPOB is not the way, that stop the killings, they go bombing them. So now the question is, you say IPOB is not the way. You made these are two. I'll pieces it into two sections. I believe people should also pay attention to this. You said IPOB is not the way. That is a statement on its own. And then you said stop the killing. Now, who are you telling this? IPOB is not the way to what? The way to what? Because every way leads to something. The way to what? IPOB is not the way to what? Are you saying that IPOB is not the way to freedom? Or what are you saying? Because definitely the army is not for freedom. Definitely the army is not for freedom. Now, I want to introduce a caller, but before I do that, let me show you what the Nigeria Army is doing. They said stop the killing, but they are the ones killing people. Remember that they are bombing houses as we speak. Now, look at this news. This is from Reuters. They investigated Nigeria Army. They found out that more women more women endured forced abortion in Nigeria Army program. A lot of women, over 10,000 abortions were forcefully done by the Nigeria Army. These are people who are telling you stop the killing, but they are the ones with their hands soaked in blood. Let me introduce this caller and then we can continue having that conversation maybe from tomorrow. But this week, this is the conversation we will have. Since the Nigeria Army wants drama, let us give them drama. They want drama, isn't it? Then every Biafran, every Nigerian must sit up and do his or her responsibility. I have a caller on the line. Caller, welcome to Radio Biafra. You are live on Sunrise. Please introduce yourself and go ahead with your opinion. Ndewo
nwa Chineke, Sochima, Mbanali. Udo dịrị gị ndị ihe ọma na-adị mma. Those who are preaching the truth, those who are preaching the gospel of the truth. My name remains Mazi Obasi Ejikeme. I'm calling from blessed land of Biafra. Biafra is our religion. On this Haro platform, Radio Biafra is where we worship. Eze Chukwuka Biama is our God. Mazi NnamdiKanu Hamadike, one of Biafra land, is our leader. Today, Kanyi Banyere, 1st of April, Tata Bumbosi Orio now. The Fumbos na Probosi no Ndibo Jagizu. Mazi, you talk about criminality in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Nigeria is like, when we talk about Nigeria, you talk about the creator of Nigeria, and their mind. They use criminality and lies, created Nigeria, and forced people to answer Nigeria without the consent of those created by God. How can Nigeria be better? Nigeria must remain the evil until they are dismantled the zoological. You see, we as the children of light, the center of the world, we are not like them and we can never be like them. We are not Nigeria. We hate anything about evil. That is why we speak the truth all the time, no matter who it may concern. We speak the truth as standard. That is IPOB for you. And that is why our leaders still hurting, because they rejected their evil. That is why our leaders still in the DSS dungeon, because they did not agree with their evil. And the people thinking that they can come around shouting IPOB is this, and the people will agree with them. No. I tell our people that what we are doing is touching Nigeria from back, from up to toe. If what we are doing is not disturbing them, how can those who call the military people will be sharing, telling you IPOB is this, IPOB? They never rejected anything that the Fulanis. They never even one day said Fulani is this, Fulani is that. Because Nigeria is evil. Nigeria supported everything. Nigeria means evil. Nigeria means death. Nigeria means criminality. That is what evil British created to disturb the whole black race. In our land, how can people, a government sponsored gang to cause problem, to steal, to kill people, the same government? How can police sponsored paying people to cause problem? And you think that our people think that all those things is happening because of that is the will of God? No. This thing caused by evil politicians in our land. Because I don't see Fulani can never jump in and call people and pay them money to cause problem. No, they will use the evil politicians in our land to do their evil things. Great Biafrans, there is something I want to let you people know. You know, I am in Biafra land. And what killed us mostly is that if you are doing a Biafra, this is struggle, and you want us to be free, you don't have to make people know you very well. Doing your things, the only people we're supposed to know that our leader. But for the things to going on, we must doing our things the way we're supposed to be. Don't come out and show yourself. And when you show yourself, you are this, you are that. When go to us all the time. Nigeria, there is something that is going on in our land. I mentioned it one certain time. Jonathan Chinedu program. There is something Nigerian police and this Ebubahatoro are doing. They are starting us all angle. Biafrans, if you are doing business in Biafra land or anything at all, somebody bring something for you to buy. Tell the person that you don't want to buy. Or tell the person to bring the receipts. He used to buy it. Use and buy it. Because there is something Nigerian police is doing in our land. All those people they are catching, sometimes when they are catch our people, if their parents or their brothers did not visit them 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, then we call them, come out. I get work for you. You know, your people have never visited you. We have been feeding you, giving you small something. But I want you, if you want you to be free, you go out there, carry this television, carry all those CD, go and sell it any amount. And make sure you go and sell it to those who are selling something, those who are businessmen. Sell it anyhow. If you learn, you know, we are with your identity, your pictures. Even if you don't go to Sokoto police, that is there. We catch you and bring you back, and you'll be killed. And this Igbo man will foolishly carry this thing and go and sold to their own people. And after he sold it all, within 2 or 3 days, these people, you see them with healers and handcuffing this guy, and he's starting pointing hand. This is the person that buy it. One photo, carry all those things, put on your hand, snap you, post it, beating you in front of everybody, carry you around the street, the state, and tag you, you are this, you are that. Later they will be charging you 200,000, 250,000, 300,000. This is what Nigerian police is doing in our land. That is a criminality. Nigeria is evil. What we save Igbo from this kind of thing? Everybody to stand up, listen to Radio Biafra and listen. And when you hear something, make sure that you spare it to everybody to know, so that let us start saving ourselves from these people. And if you are an Igbo man, you commit is more, even if you did not commit, police catch you, listen to me. Don't allow yourself to be used to destroy your own people. Nigeria is doing everything to make sure that they destroy us. They are humiliating us all over angle. You carry your goods coming out, they will do you this and you tear everything, telling you that they are searching something. Later on, they will see the same thing is going on from day one till today. If we catch them from this, I'll bring another system. Can start like that. If you have 1 million in your bank, before you know it, the police will use from nowhere to destroy you. That is what we are facing in one Nigeria. Criminality is not called, Nigeria is the main criminal. You see this name called Nigeria, with evil people. Okay, just look at in the north, when people, you gather small children, call them aramajuri, and the unknown person will be sending them out to go and beg. After all, when they are starting knowing something, that we gather them, send them to east here. Sponsor the evil all over the place. Come around Apakeleke, Enugu, all over the place. You see young Sahusas moving around, doing nothing, committing evil all over the place. Can we fold our hands until Nigeria will destroy us? Everybody should stand up. You see that your smartphone you are with it. You're supposed to use it and tell Nigeria, you are the evil. You are the most wicked evil we have. We don't have any witchcraft in our land. Politicians, evil politicians is our witchcraft. That is, there are the people that are biting us day and night, planning evil all over the place. Great Biafrans, please, listening to Radio Biafra 24 hours and share. If you hear something, any information, tell your own people. Listening to Radio Biafra, support ESN. Don't allow Nigerian evil to destroy you. Stay away from them. What we want is Biafra. We are not against anybody, any tribe. What we are against is the evil that Nigeria wanted to destroy us by all means. Why? Because we hate evil. They wanted to inflate us with this full animals, a backward entity that ruling Nigeria. Please, great Biafra, we're supposed to do the needful. Our leader must be released. What we are telling the religious leaders, the Igwes in our land, too much. Let our leader be free. NnamdiKanu come and know Simba. He can never join evil people. That is the only thing. He will never join these evil politicians. That is the only thing. And all of them gang up against him and kidnap him, thinking that they will go just like that. When they won't may him bless you.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Bless you too. I think I have a caller on the line. Caller, thank you very much for joining me this morning. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Radio Biafra. Please introduce yourself and go ahead with your opinion.
Okay, my brother, good morning. My brother is Sochima, Mbanali. I want to thank you for doing the needful for Biafra, for the motherland. And I use this opportunity to thank our leader, to ask him to continue to remain strong. The moment he continues to remain strong, we here outside, we are also remaining strong. We are fighting, and nothing will make us to go back. The only thing that will make us to stop fighting is Biafra. That Biafra is restored. Then we'll stop fighting and we'll go into work and build it. 70 years non-stop working, day and night. So I want to greet every Biafra working assiduously. I'm encouraging us to stand strong. Don't be a fair weather. That is where any side the breeze blow, you follow. No. Remain strong. Remain resolute. That is the word of our leader to us. The same way that Bible is telling the Christians, remain resolute, remain strong. Fear not. I'm saying to Biafrans, remain resolute, remain strong, fear not. For Chukwu Okike Abiyama of Biafra is with us. And with him being with us, being our chief, we shall defeat every foe, every enemy of Biafra, starting from British to Nigerian government, to Fulani idiots, to Ifulefu idiots of Ohaneze, the idiots of Igbo governors, the idiot of Eastern politicians who don't see that their people are being massacred. That no if they think that because they are serving the Fulanis, the British, that they will be treated differently, they should look at their predecessors. Somebody like the one that is in the prison in the United Kingdom. When I remember his name, I will tell us. Somebody like Nyawodo, where is it today? Somebody like Rochas Aboawusa. They should know that every work you do in this world has a reward and they have payday. All they're doing to us, we are documenting it. We are not going to leave in even a drop of sand of their evil without being counted and treated. We will treat all their fuck up one by one. Because all this nonsense they're doing is getting out of hand. Now, anybody who is expecting Nigeria to perform any better, I think the person is not being truthful to him or herself. The reason is, the person that created Nigeria, the so-called Britain that created Nigeria, is also a fake country. How do I mean? Britain is a fake country because this English we are speaking now is a concocted language borrowed from Latin, Spanish, Portuguese, France, or French, Netherlands, German. These are what made up this English we are speaking now, that it is everybody mouth is making para. It is a fake language and a fake country. Britain came to this place they call Britain and kill off the owners of the land. Who are those? The Celtic. They are very short people in stature and height. They kill them off. What they are doing in our land, they now divide and rule. They did it already. That's why they hold on to Scotland with their oil and gas. They hold on to Wales, killing them systematically. They hold on to Northern Ireland, cut that island into two, and hold on to one, brainwashing them. Everywhere in the world, they go and create problem. They created problem to the, what do you call them? The courts, where they gerrymander them into 4 pieces. One is in Iraq, one is in Iran, one is in Syria, one is in Turkey. It is the same British and their brothers and sisters. They did it. They are the problem. They created the problem in Israel and Palestine. So their work in this world is a devilish work. Anybody who can go to anywhere and clear the indigenous people, you don't need to take that person lightly. You need to take the person serious. Fulani is doing what they are doing in our land, thinking that they are being spared. If they can be able to finish us, I mean the Fulanis, for Britain, then Britain will just wipe them out with the tissue paper overnight. But unfortunately for them, they hit rock in us, Biafrans. And we are not going to give up. You see that land of Biafra? It is our land. It's non-negotiable. We don't negotiate anything about it. That land must remain our land, and our Biafra must be restored. NnamdiKanu must be released, though. Because all these people who thinking that, oh, let's keep him systematically killing him. You are killing him, you are stockpiling explosive. You are stockpiling serious explosive. We are not making mouth, we are not threatening, we are just giving you an info. If you know what is good for you, release him NnamdiKanu for him to go and treat himself. Release him now that he can treat himself. Because we don't want any story later. So, I don't know the ones that are joining Islam. When they join Islam, they tell them to go and kill us. I don't know what is in their mind. We were being trained that we will be hungry and go to somebody's house and refuse to eat food. It is we are proud people. We are proud race. It is how we are brought up. I don't know where these people are coming from, that they promise them heaven and earth, they start killing their own people. That the Enugu state governor, the only thing he has in his mind is how to eliminate IPOB, how to kill people, to give them land because of mineral resources. But I want to tell our people, every community in Biafra land, that every inch of our land is very important. What Britain is doing in our land, they cannot do it here in Britain. I mean, their country. They can never do it. They try to do oil fracking. And the people said, no, you can't do that. They protested, block highways for days. They didn't shoot them. They only take police, they cleared them from the road. But nobody was shot, nobody was killed, nobody was hurt. But they come to us, they kill. They kill our women. They go to Iba Valley, Enugu, slaughter our people. They took our people, changed their name by force. Put sticker in front of a man's chest and the back and tell him that from today onwards, their name is Gilbert. That's your indigenous name. I don't know how to call it. I don't have time to start learning it. From today, your name is Gilbert. And the man answered it till he died. There is nothing worse than that. What Britain has done in our life, what they have done in our land. All of you who don't know who they are, thinking that they are smiling with you, telling you hello, hello, they don't love you. They don't love you. They hate you more than any other thing. So the earlier we know this thing, the better for us. We should wake up and know what is happening. I don't know why we'll be preaching to our people every blessed day. They will not listen. Some of them, I know some are listening, but those who refuse to listen is what I don't understand. I went to one of our place where somebody died here in UK. A woman was praising IPOB, said that it is only IPOB that is talking now in the whole of that zoo. There is no other person can talk to him. I say, oh, so you know this thing. And when we say to you, come and join the struggle, you sit by the side. He said, you people are doing well. I said, stop saying you people. It is high time you tell your husband and every other person around you to come out and join IPOB. Eastern Security Network need to be supported 24/7 because can never come back. Or you buff ofuke, iti kwe ofuke, you buff iti ise. Amamu oto se wa do a very difficult something for the by water. Ihe basara nche, only the 24/7 round the clock. Because umu Biafra. Let's abandon this divide and rule. It will not help us. Azota and Azowute. Once Biafra come, you will see different life. It is then you will know that you're in a hell already. The moment you leave that zoo, cross the border, go to Cotonou, Benin, go to Nigeria, even this Nigeria. Before God and man, you will know that you are in a hell. I at least have experienced all of them. So my dear brother Sochima, I want to encourage you to continue doing what you're doing because people are listening and I know it is entering. The journey of a million miles begins with a step. These people didn't come to our land overnight and change us. It is by their own preaching. Systematically, why they're coming. That time our forefathers were laughing, said what that these people, these foolish people. They didn't know that they have something in mind. Because it's only the only person you can go now, the only person you can dupe in life is the person that has a good mind. A wicked person, you can never dupe the person because the person is dubious. He has wicked intention. He has wicked planning all his life. He's been looking a way to cheat, to kill, to destroy, and to plunder. That is Britain. So our parents, we can forgive them because they didn't know these people. They thought they are, with all their open heart, that they're dealing with fellow human beings. Not knowing that the main devil just came. Like Hugo Chavez always said that the devil just smell. Satan just smell down. Satan is smelling here. Anybody they see that is living a good life, they will try to destroy it. Why is it that it's only Western Europe that is living life in the whole world? The rest are crying. Is it not a good question for people to ask themselves? Common film they make film, you can never defeat them. In film, they will always be the person that is righteous. They will use indigenous people and castigate them like they are evil. You go to somebody's land, you come in, the person will welcome you, you just invade the person, start killing them. That's what Fulani is doing in our land. That's what they did also, and they thought that we'd do it in Igbo land and go scot-free. They have almost succeeded until IPOB came. So, my dear, if we start talking about this fake country, these two fake countries that created another fake country, two double punishment, they will not break. But we are coming. Biafra must be restored. All must say Biafra. ESN, Unuwaka, Ndewon.
Ndewo. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Ndewo. Okay, let me pick up. Okay, Mazi, Ndewo. Hello, Timmer. Please go ahead, introduce yourself.
Mazi Mbanali, Jishike O.
Dalo.
Jishike nwanne m nwoke. Ka m gbanyụọ redio ma. Mazi Mbanali. This is my brother kwuru okwu a. Biafrans. This is our brother. Kwuchara okwu ugbu a na okwutechala ihe niile. Britain took their time to make Biafra stupid. Stupid, completely excellent stupid. Britain on this earth, there's no other place, Biafrans. We are all human beings. After life here, you go 6 feet. If you die because of your ignorance, that is your business. Religion is brought onto this earth by who? Who is the owner of this world? Chineke. Who is the creator of all human beings? Chineke. Who are the race that bears the name? We, the Biafrans, the ancient race. And our way of life, Wonka, Nka, and Biafrans, go back to your root. Go back to your root. Don't be deceived. Every of your problems is from your root. The root of every tree is the life of that tree. Can I say, Father? No bishop, no pastor, I am a Biafra Jogab. If you try to be a setback to us, we Biafras trying to prove to Britain that we are competent of making sure that they do not exist again, and this earth is not a threat. Since the Britain have the right to look over 100 million people, to call us stupid, to bear their name. What type of insult is that? What type of insult is that? And our leader sent by the Most High. That the NnamdiKanu Chukwoke Kabiama. That don't forget you much. Loga. On all Loroye, Monango. Then again on Naga. It's on under Simon Epan. Traitors. Hamashitawala. That the chicken does them. Okay, Bama project as in the first Maccabees chapter 7. The high priest. Asimos and the campaign of NnamdiKanu. That they studied completely. And Simon Epan go to the back of the chicken right now and they stop that terrorizing your killing your people. Everywhere you are, if you know you are a traitor, trying to stop IPOB from restoring this kingdom by peace, that will catch and take away. And there will be no mercy for any governor. Na Igbo, all the PG, all the Eze, Magazi Umawa, Akweko Umawa, Akwene Hane Menga, Akwene Eze Umawa, Kena no da, oh Kesheska, come the time Umawa, and on a pato eleke, all of them governor of Imo State, traitor, killing your people for Fulani, for you to be governor. I am ashamed of you. You are an idiot killing the people of Imo State. You don't have any money in Imo State. You get be. Unless you to Jishika, unless you to governor of Abia State, unless you to die. Mazi Mbanali, people to know. Those number one, Dokara and Abia. Dotini lo mogele Lesotho. It's not killing us like okay, Zibazo. Oh, that is Zibazo Babishina. Oh, the one from. Kawete kwene opposition against Lesotho. Tonda babongo. Umo koko rireri. Come Ghana say Lesotho kwe go betra ya state.
Mazi, thank you.
Then the chicken to them name say, oh machine of ukule kwa for. Onye so for na ali Igbo agida ade. Ndị iche nwoke ndị iche nwa ndeze na ndị ọzọ ala Igbo niile ji biri ndị nna anyị were ha dekwa emezie na ala esi eme aga 6 feet biri eke were ori abịa ma ewere afọ ya ewere nkọ ya sị gị na omenala Igbo ga-adị oje ọkpọ nkọ
Thank you very much to every single person who has contributed this morning to make this program a wonderful one. Thank you to everybody who has whether listened, called in, shared, in any way that you have participated. I say thank you very much for being part of this. And if you were not able to call in today, do not worry. This is a continuous program. We are here every morning from 5 until 7 a.m. So you have 2 hours tomorrow to be part of this. So I thank you very, very much. And I do say, do have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember that Biafra belongs to us. Remember that what belongs to you cannot be taken away by anybody. By anybody, doesn't matter who, it cannot be taken away from you by anybody. Therefore, hold on tight to what you have, hold on tight to your identity, because that is the only thing that will save you. Do not let fake people to build a fake country for you. And you know it's not working. That is for sure. It is not working. So go about today, keep your head up, be the best that you can be. Remember, you are a Biafran. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Ndeo.